everybody inside the Rink Exchange here in Eugene, Oregon. 10:02 as we take the ice for warm-ups. A late one tonight. Pack 8 after dark action here in Eugene. The Oregon Ducks, the Western Washington Vikings, game number 2 of 2 to close out the 2019 calendar year. Last night, a 7-1 win for the Ducks. Little bit of a slow start, but they really turned it on in that second and third period. Coming away 7-1 winners against admittedly a short-staffed Western Washington team. The roster for them a little bit more filled out tonight than it was last night. There were 15 skaters tonight plus the 2 goalies. There were 13 skaters plus the 2 goalies, if I'm not mistaken, last night on the score sheet. So a little bit more depth, but still not what you want if you're Western Washington. But every extra body they can get out there compared to what they had last night is going to be helpful for the Vikings. And it's a Vikings team that really, they're not bad. I mean, their record, you look at these teams that they've played. They were swept by Boise State, but neither game was a blowout. Didn't have much trouble with UCLA, or with USC rather. Then they come out one night against UCLA and they dominate them 11-3. Come back the next night against the Bruins and lose 5-4. They had one dominant and one close game against Washington. 2 dominant wins, both by a 12-1 score against Idaho. And then they split with Eastern. And then a couple of larger losses to CSUN, Montana State, and 7-1 to the Ducks last night. But it's a Western Washington team. It's got a lot of firepower, good high-scoring defensemen. We talked about it last night. Mark McDonald and Andrew Gamble, and they're the starting D pair again tonight for Western Washington. Both of them up over 30 points, both of them in the top 50 in ACHA D2 in scoring. We'll see a different netminder for Western Washington tonight. We saw Jake Holden last night, and I think that our good friend of the broadcast, Daphne Parks, I think she said it was 57 shots for the Ducks last night. And Hunter Warren, or Jake Holden rather, did a real great job of just getting in the way of a lot of them, but there's just a critical mass as a goaltender. You face a certain amount of shots, and it really doesn't matter how many you're saving. There's just going to be so many that get past you. So really not a fair score to the goaltender last night. And it's Hunter Warren that gets the action tonight. Has not played as much as Jake Holden, but does have a 2-0 record and a 1.5 goals against average. Let you know the starters for the Ducks now. Roddy Peterson gets the nod in goal. He's been stellar backing up Grayson Parks this year, and you really don't even quite want to call it a backup. Grayson does have the edge in starts, and certainly has played more minutes, but Roddy's 5-0, 2.1 goals against average, and .936 save percentage. He's been a great find for Coach Riley Orr, and going to put on a good show for us tonight. We will take a break. We've got 6:10 left on the clock above the Zamboni door, and plus an anthem to get taken care of before we get to action. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with you not too shortly. Or not too long, I should say. The opposite of not too shortly. We'll be back. Back inside, about 3 minutes left of warm-ups here. Just wanted to get to one thing that we covered last night in the portion of the broadcast before I had pressed the start streaming button. Kieran Galuli, who was helping me out on color commentary, and I discussed what a 2019 this has been for the Oregon Ducks hockey program, as this is the last game of the calendar year. So let's reflect now on what 2019 has brought. First of all, you got to start with the Pac-8 championship win in Lake Tahoe. Ducks also recaptured the I-5 Cup, made their first ACHA West Regional appearance in years, and then just this year defeated the back-to-back defending national champions in Florida Gulf Coast on the road and opened up with their highest ever ranking in the West at number 3. So as we look to 2020 and as we look back on 2019, a lot to be thankful for and a lot to be proud of this Ducks hockey program, the strides that it's made over the last couple of years with Riley Orr behind the bench and with the players he's been able to bring in, Grayson Parks in goal, and finding guys like Andrew Lee and Connor Rendell and Jack Garrity and just everybody, too many to name. It's been quite a year for the Ducks, and as someone who's followed this program for a long time, very excited to see what the future holds. So I'll take one more break. There's a minute and a half left of warm-ups, and then we'll have anthems to take care of too. We'll be back for hockey not too long. we give him credit every time, but we have to give him credit every time. Steven down there in the scorer's booth. Got to be the nation's only public address announcer, music man, and anthem singer all in one. Just goes right from please stand for the national anthem to belting it out on a paging mic. See what you're missing by not coming out to the rink? Be no other place in the world, would you, than 10:17 on a Saturday night, just getting started. Pack 8 after dark action. So first 10 p.m. start, I believe, of the year. Might have had one other. Don't come around as often as they used to. Used to be every game was 10 p.m. back in my day. Underway for this one, second of 2 between Western Washington and the Ducks. Ducks in the new white sweaters tonight. Going from the left to the right to start off as Harrison Cass dumps that in, and immediate icing against the Ducks. 19:51 left. It is getting better, Daphne. I agree. Every game, better performance of the anthem. He's got to get him a good mic. Just lost it in the neutral zone there, did Nathan Lutz. Charnholm now sends it across. And Fortney chased after it there. It'll roll to McDonald. Couple McDonalds and couple Gamels on this Western Washington team. I believe it was a McDonald signing the score sheet behind the bench as well. And there's Rendell with the first opportunity of the night. Now shot. Sent back across, touched for Lee real quick, then out to the sideboards and gets it back. Behind the net for Trevor Schott, collected and backhanded, but no one was there at the point. And it'll roll all the way back toward the net of Roddy Peterson. Quick touch from Lee to find Rendell. And he can't get around Western Washington defense. Taken right back, though, by Lee. He'll go behind the net. Now he shoots and fires, and it goes wide of the cage. Into the corner and back up to Warren Berg at the point. Deflected right in front. It was Trevor's shot there. Just couldn't direct it toward goal. But he makes a great move to keep that puck on his stick. Gets to Lee backhanded. Couldn't get it on goal. Still it's Andrew Lee. Then trying to find shot. Plops to the ice. No call. And all the way back behind Peterson's net. Warren Berg picks it up. Andrew Lee, stick check, but able to get it to a teammate, and here come the Ducks up ice. Zach Schultz will chase this one behind the net. Working on Camel there. Can't get past Austin Poltz, though, and Western Washington sees it stay in their own zone. Now Rogowski got to stick down to that. Strategos controls it. Strategos, Barkley, Schultz, the offensive group. Some hard workers on that line. And that's just intercepted by Payu Morrison for the Ducks. Couldn't get a shot through. Now Schultz will throw it at goal, and that one didn't look too dangerous until it was right in front of the goal. It looked like it nearly may have snuck in. Behind the net still, picking it up is Barkley. Now turning back for Schultz. And cleared out of the zone, but the Ducks favored to get there in the neutral zone. Zach Schultz backhands it, goes for a line change, and Western Washington will start from their own end with a little bit of space. Here's one of the Gamels. Number 10 for Western Washington is Andrew Gamel. Is the dangerous one with 34 points coming into the series. Now Harrison Cass gets to that first, backhands it across, gets it back. Freitag. Into the corner, shooting wide. Western Washington will try and play it off the boards, but not able to get around Cass that way. Cross ice, picked back by Freitag. Got it to Garrity. And now Garrity behind the net. Garrity, a couple of options, will keep it on his stick and then backhands it to the front of goal. Estrada was there, but not able to pick it up. Right back to Garrity. Shooting blocked, and a chance for Western Washington coming the other way. First real chance on Peterson, first real save for the man they call Rowdy Roddy, with 15:41 left in the first period. This one going to go behind the goal of Peterson. I'll get a stick to it. And danger there momentarily, but Fortney hops on the puck for the Ducks. Now here's Charnholm. Charnholm at the circle, shot, and save made. It was a seeing eye shot there through traffic to force a save out of the Western Washington netminder. Now to Poltz at the blue line. Moves in, shot, never got through. Fell though right to the feet of Nathan Lutz. He just couldn't find it. And Western Washington now will get a chance to start from their own end as the Ducks go for a line change. That puck squirts by Poltz. Knocked across by Warren Berg. There's Trevor's shot. Working it around to Rogowski. Loose in front. Still loose now. Finally gobbled up by the netminder Hunter Warren. Just his third appearance of the year, possibly fourth. There's one missing game on the ACHA website for Western Washington, but mostly it's Jake Holden. But when Hunter Warren comes to play for Western Washington, he comes to play well. 2-0 record in those two starts, 1.5 goals against, and a shootout in one of them, or a shutout rather, in one of his two wins. Just kept alive, big collision there. Rendell pushes it forward for Lee. He'll move with speed now, lots of speed for Andrew Lee, shooting save made. Trevor Shaw gets it right back. Shot moving around. Finds Cass. Garrity with the one-timer that goes wide. Cass though, nice little move. Shot deflected, top of the glass. Still stays in. There's Rendell trying to keep it on his stick, but it won't cooperate with him. Western Washington trying to clear. Now will they get it out of the zone? They do. Through the neutral zone come the Vikings across the blue line, and not much beyond that. Here's Rendell. Onside is Connor Rendell, moving to the slot, trying to find Barkley. Has to go into the corner to battle for it. Austin Poltz, shot, kicked into the corner. Vikings come away with possession. Couple of new skaters out for the Ducks. Through the neutral zone, tough sledding for Western Washington, and Austin Poltz will get to this one. But then it sticks in the corner for a moment. Vikings with a chance right in front and couldn't get clean handle on it. Would have been a challenge for Peterson. Now Austin Poltz. Barkley will backhand it, but it can't get past the blue line. Warren Berg gets a stick to it. Zach Schultz trying to knock it forward. Still Schultz winning it. And now sending it forward for Strategos. I think he got a touch, but it goes behind the net, taken by Western Washington. Zach Schultz is going to get there. Tried to throw it toward the slot. hit the stick of a Western Washington player and now cleared, but only as far as the neutral zone. So Jack Garrity with it on his stick, trying to move in onside and did, but didn't develop beyond that. Now there's Harry Cass. Lost it at the last moment, but Garrity takes it back for Estrada. Shooting and a save made. Dumb wants another. He got a goal last night. It's another player we've been singing his praises all year, and love to see the improvement he's made the last couple of seasons. Out there with Freitag and Gearing now. All of those players much improved from last year. Harry Cass takes his time, then finds Estrada. Lost it, but Cass keeps it alive, makes a nice move, may work a shot for himself. Great pass instead, and the shot goes wide. Estrada, though, pulled it right back. Great shift, 29. Harry Cass on the puck. Evades one hit, finds Freitag, makes a nice move, and then we'll just backhand it in and go for a line change. Kurt Fortney's unit out for the Ducks. It's the line that started the game. Andrew Gamble across for Western Washington. Big collision there. Rogowski looking to play the body. And Jack Rogowski will just send this one into the corner. Charnholm will race for it. Western Washington instead gets a shot that goes into the corner along the ice. And now the Ducks come away with it. Lutz will chip it in and tries to win it back. Finds a teammate, no one in the slot. Trying now to find Charnholm, but hit his skate. Gets it right back and then looking to send it across for Fortney. Just couldn't quite get a clean pass down. And then Western Washington will clear this one, but hits somebody in the neutral zone. I'm not sure if that was actually Berger, the linesman, but it works either way for the Ducks. Now Berg. Good pass for Charnholm. Shot that goes into the corner. Berg will get there. Western Washington comes away with it too far in front in the neutral zone, and that's going to deflect into the equipment of Roddy Peterson off of Evan Cloutier. And with 9:14 left in the period, still no score. Here's Trevor Schott, nice move, then to Lee, they score! Vintage Trevor Schott stuff on that assist. And give all the credit though to Lee as well on the finish, real nice work. And it's 1-0 Ducks with 8:59 left in the period. So a little over halfway through the period, and Andrew Lee gives the Ducks the lead off the nice move and the nice feed from Trevor Schott. And right in front, chance for Western Washington, nice save. Leg pads down from Roddy Peterson. Andrew Lee takes that one away. Has to sprint after it. Western Washington got to it first, but it gets only as far as Trevor Schott. Now to Rendell, and a shot wide. Rendell and Lee, who are on this line together now, were part of the group that Riley Orr brought in late in his first season here that totally turned that season around, and the rest since then has been history. There's a big collision there, a little bit of an awkward one as Trevor Schott's taken down, and it will be a penalty. And it'll go against Western Washington. See what Bathke's got to say. Ripping the call. So Ducks lethal power play, gets a shot right away, and the save made. Robeson takes the penalty for Western Washington. Now Harry Cass to Garrity. Rendell shooting, someone got a stick on stick there. Strategos. Send around, Cass. Rendell to Garrity. Tries to make a move, nice pass across to Cass, but has to move around to get it. Oh, looking for Garrity, really nice look from Cass there. Just couldn't quite complete the play. Now Rendell. Cass shooting, save, but the puck loose. Kept alive. Strategos working for it in the corner. Now Garrity. Garrity to Cass. Cass shooting, and Zach Schultz looking for a deflection in front, but the save made by the goaltender there. And Zach Schultz took a penalty looking for that deflection. Was high sticking against Zach Schultz. But 4-on-4, not the worst thing for the Ducks with the talent they've got. Speaking of, there's Trevor Schott. And save made there after a great move from Trevor Schott, and you can see he's a little frustrated. Trevor playing in approximately his 978th game for Oregon hockey tonight. Grad student for the Ducks, was their coach, or one of their coaches last year. Back on the ice this year. And there's a whistle as the puck just stuck to the boards. Gamel throws it at goal and knocked into the corner. Now backhanded around, a little bit of free time and space. Now shot. Warren Berg picks it up. Berg will put the brakes on. Still it's Warren Berg. One-timer from Poltz. Into the corner. Western Washington with an abbreviated power play for 1 minute. So the Ducks penalty killing unit out there now. Or will get out there. There they come. And Western just going to take their time starting in their own end on the power play. Trying to move Kurt Fortney, who's just giving a little bit of pressure. Here they come to the neutral zone and across the blue line. And that's not going to work. Cleared easily by the Ducks with 29 seconds left on the Schultz minor. There's McDonald across, but cleared back into the neutral zone. Working it around. Here's Western Washington. Gamble moved in, then send it down low, and a shot and a save from Peterson, and then he'll collect it and cover up. 4:49 officially left in period one. Been promising to do this for a couple games. I'm going to work it in now while I have a moment and while it's on my mind. I want to give a shout out to Jared Orr, Riley's brother. One of our loyal viewers on the broadcast. Riley says they always talk about the games and can always see Riley. I don't know if he's always on the phone with Jared or if it's some other family, but often talking to somebody after the game about how things went. Good to see. Lots of family involvement. Happy holidays to everyone. And that puck was lost there for a moment. Ducks hot back on it. Strategos back to five-a-side hockey. Hayden Barkley will dump that in. Schultz, fresh out of the box, will chase after it. Tries to make a play on it. Strategos. Now to Barkley, and then Schultz was there in front. Still bouncing around. Loose. Can Garrity pull it back? No. McDonald takes it away, and a 3-on-1 if they really hurry for Western Washington. Bouncing puck, though, they couldn't get a good shot off. Just kept alive at the blue line. And behind the net, the Ducks come away with it first. Zach Schultz now. Schultz will gain the red line and flip it in and go for a line change with 3:33 left in the first period. Just out of the zone, so Dom Estrada back with it in the neutral zone. Freitag with the touch, and it'll go all the way to the goaltender, and a whistle. The danger men back out there for the Ducks. Andrew Lee, Trevor Schott, Connor Rendell. And comes to Warren Berg off the faceoff. Back to Rendell. Shooting. Save made into the corner. Trevor Schott collects it. But then Western takes it back. Flipped up. Bouncing puck. Poltz gets there. Across for Rendell. Shot blocked. Never got through. Rendell will try to get back to it. Lee working on it as well. Now Schott looking for it. And Western comes away with it. They'll get it in the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass. Trying to get around Berg. Sending back to the slot. And penalty coming up there against the Ducks. They get Austin Poltz for a hook. He's just trying to prevent the shot there, but enough sticking to midsection, I guess, for the referee to throw the arm up. So back to the power play goes Western Washington. Vikings through the zone. Fortney trying to clear that one. Squirts now just back into the neutral zone. Gamble sends it in and gloved by Peterson, put down. Cass will collect and clear. And Andrew Gamble has to start in his own end, level with the face-off dots. Now up to McDonald. McDonald passes McDonald. with Gamel and Gamel also out there. Makes my job both easier and harder. And here's a short-handed chance for the Ducks. Shot. And now another clear, halfway anyway, and deflected out. 1:03 left officially in the first period. 43 seconds left on the Austin Pulse Miner. And another clear. So 30 seconds or so left on the Pulse Miner. Vikings haven't had much going on this power play as Gamel moves around Rendell. Still it's Andrew Gamel. And now Payu Morrison will curl that one around only as far though as Adam Gamel. Then back up to McDonald. Gamel again. Leaves it for Gamel. Throws it at goal. And for a moment, I think nobody knew where that was, but it ends up underneath Peterson with 25 seconds left in the period and 5 seconds left on the penalty. Back to 5 aside with Pulse out of the box. Just one last rush maybe. Here's Andrew Lee, 12 seconds left in the period. Western Washington trying to clear, sent that to the boards in the neutral zone, backhanded. 5 seconds left in the period. Back to the neutral zone, it's Rendell on the puck, and that will do it for the first period of play. After 20 minutes, Oregon leads this one 1-0. It's a good period, really, I think, for Western Washington. Still very much in this game. But that will do it for 20 minutes. We're going to cut the ice, and then we'll be right back. Don't go too far. Just about a minute left on the clock in the first intermission. Let's recap that first period for you real quickly. The Ducks, a lot of time with the puck, a couple of good shots. Found the back of the net only the one time through Andrew Lee. Nifty little play in transition. Trevor shot, silky smooth moves, and dished it across to Andrew Lee, who just had to redirect it up into the corner past the netminder. And that's all she wrote for the first period. A couple of power plays for each team. Just the one goal. Western Washington right in this game through 20 minutes. But they didn't have too many opportunities to speak of their own. And you get the sense that for the Ducks, they keep doing what they're doing. At some point, the floodgates may open. We'll look forward a little bit now to next year, the rest of this season for the Ducks, the next calendar year. They'll open it 2 games against San Jose State. The second one of those, January 11th, slated to be a Medford game, the Ducks' second Medford game of the year. A couple hundred people at the first one, and it was a fantastic success. So looking forward to going back down in January. And then January 17th through the 20th, the Big Mountain Classic in Colorado. The Ducks will see Northern Colorado, University of Mary, which, by the way, is the team out west right now, in the same way that Florida Gulf Coast is the team out east. That's Mary out west. Weber State, they're pretty good too, as is Northern Colorado, and Colorado State, who also falls in the pretty darn good category. So real opportunity for the Ducks there to improve, get some quality wins as they look to make a case for a potential Nationals bid. Now, they're a little bit away from that at the moment. To bypass regionals, you need to finish top 2 in the West. The Ducks have been as high as 3 this season. But if they can do well in Colorado, who knows? And then after that Colorado tournament, just as important, January 24th and 25th, the Ducks are in Seattle, needing 1 win to clinch the I-5 Cup, but I think they'd much rather have 2 and their second consecutive sweep of Washington, and then they'll close out the regular season at home against Eastern Washington. And that's an Eastern Washington team that, since the Ducks have already beaten them twice, including once by a 7-0 score, the Ducks should be big fans of that Eagles program until the January 24th, 25th date. The better the Eagles can be in the eyes of the rankings, it's only going to be good for the Ducks. Now in the corner, Garrity's going to chase after this one, has to get himself turned around, now fires up for Rendell. Now Garrity behind the net again with 19:15 left in the second period. There's Charnholm, or Lee rather. Harrison Cass on the puck in the neutral zone. The Ducks take it right back. There's Cass. Now Rendell. Across for Lee. Lee back to Cass. Shooting. Deflected. Never got through. Garrity has it on his stick now. Rendell. Sent across. They score. It's Kurt Fortney. When they move the puck and when they pass, well, man, this Ducks team is pretty fun to watch. Good movement there and good movement off the puck from Fortney to move into a shooting position. They get it on his stick and he does the rest. 18:36 left, second period, and the Ducks double the lead. It's 2-0. Flurry chasing after it. So they give the assists to Rendell and Garrity on that. Lutz. And pulling it back down is Nathan Lutz. Backhanded to the middle, but not able to be picked up by a Duck. And here comes Western Washington. Mentioned the family connections on this Ducks team, and Nathan Lutz is part of that. His father always working the scoreboard. Peyton Barkley's dad working one of the boxes tonight. We always see Mama Parks in the comments, and Jared Orr is a big watcher too. Now Rendell knocked off the puck, but works back to knock it around, and then Strategos will pick that one up. And Strategos tried to go coast to coast, had the puck knocked into the corner, but then got back to it. Deflected there behind the net. And Rogowski for Morrison. And now Morrison tried to find, or did find Schultz, and then sent forward another one wide. Here's McDonald for Western Washington. Puck fell right to the slot, and Western Washington puts it home. Liam Myers gets the goal there for the Vikings. And they cut the lead in half, 2-1. Vikings pick it back up in the neutral zone. Myers, the goal scorer, working for it. Garrity nearly came away with it. They still, and now it just squirts back out into the Viking zone, but right to their defenseman, who sends it into the Duck zone. Now Harrison Cass on the puck. Plays it off the glass, but nearly feigned Estrada, who makes a hit there. Western Washington fan wanted a call on that one. Referee's not interested. And Trevor Schott comes away with it. Now here's Schott with Estrada shooting, and it goes wide. As Dom goes for a line change, and the rest of this top unit will come out for the Ducks. Western Washington can't get by Warren Berg there. Andrew Lee now. Lee. Now Schott. And glove save made by the Western netminder. 14:23 left in period 2. Already 2 goals in this second period, just 6 or so minutes in. It was more than we had in the first period. Just past the stick of Lee there and went backwards in his own zone. Henry Ledyard gets it. Or Ledyard. Now Cass. And now that's up for Andrew Lee. Trevor's shot, trying to move into space. Lee trying to get it to him, shot through it at goal, but wide. Great play there, those two combining again. Now Garrity. Then Morrison, now Rendell. Will flip it in, and Trevor's shot will go behind the net. Western Washington got there first, but Morrison keeps it alive, deflected, and shot picks it up behind the net. Rendell off iron. Now Lee. Still Andrew Lee. What stick handling? Moving all the way around. Sent back out to the point and then deflected up behind the netting when it was sent in toward goal. 13-15 officially left in period number 2. Fortney now. Still it's Kurt Fortney. And now Nathan Lutz. Lutz, Fortney, Scharnholm. What a play for the Ducks. And Warren Berg finds the back of the net. And it's 3-1. Here's Kurt Fortney. Scharnholm shooting, never got through, but right back to Austin's stick. Now Scharnholm again. Dangerous pass, but it got by everybody. Poltz now backhands to Lutz. Now Poltz again. And Ducks working it behind the net. Scharnholm shooting. Loose and behind the net, and Fortney glued to the boards. Scharnholm pulls it back. Another one-timer from the point. Wide this time, and Austin Poltz goes to get it. Bouncing puck kept alive at the blue line. Ducks looking like they're on the power play here almost. Here's Poltz shooting at net and deflected wide. Nathan Lutz on it and take it away. But not out of the zone. Nice pass to Lutz. He shoots, looking for the corner. It goes wide. Berg is there to find it, though. Now Poltz throwing in a goal. Rebound loose. Still loose. And now finally Western Washington will get it out of the zone. Ducks get a couple of new skaters out. Western Washington will focus on trying to get something going offensively, as now it's the Ducks that took a couple of tries to clear there. Gammo hit by Berg, and Berg comes away with the puck. Good strong play, but has to work back to win it again now. Does find Poltz. Slams on the brakes and goes the other way. Now finds Berg. Back to Poltz with 10:47 left in the period. Off the boards for Lutz. Off the boards again. And Western Washington and Zach Schultz got tangled up there. But all good hard hockey. Off the boards now for Strategos, and then he'll backhand it. And that's going to be icing when it gets there. 10:22 left. We credited the Western Washington fan with the Viking hat and beard last night. He's back tonight. Had a little chat with him about some broadcast stuff over the intermission. Gotta give him credit for his voice, too. When he calls for those penalties that he wants for Western Washington, he's halfway across the rink from me. I can hear him. Big collision there in front of the Ducks bench, and Strategos will pick his stick up and just go for the line change. Little laborious, but looks okay. Now, shot goes through everybody. Now collected at the blue line by McDonald. One of the Max Donald. And that's a penalty. Comes up against Western Washington. Both referees shot the arm up that time. Interference, the call against Cameron Budnick. So Kurt Fortney, good face-off man for the Ducks, will start the power play off with a face-off win. Now Charnholm. Now Charnholm gets it back to Berg. Back to Charnholm. One-timer! Stick save. Looking for maybe Berg. Now they go to Berg. Thought about the one-timer. Instead found Lee. And then worked across to Trevor Schott, who buries it for 4-1 on the power play. Nine 9:14 left in period 2. And back underway we go. And here's Schott chasing after it again. Nice pass across, but they can't redirect it home. And then we get a whistle. I think the net knocked the tad off its moorings there, yeah. Leonberg get the assist there. You might have heard Morenberg's nickname from Steven, one of my favorites. The iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Iceberg would be too much. It would be too easy. He's specifically the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Andrew Lee tried to find Rendell. Rendell does eventually get the puck. And sends it across, bouncing loose in front. Schott scores! 2 quick ones for Trevor. And it's 5-1. Sometimes the puck just falls for you. And Trevor in the right place at the right time there. Two goals in about 45 seconds for Trevor. Not bad even for Mr. Schott. Here's Charnholm flipping it for Fortney, who nearly found the back of the net. He does get back on the puck. Now the Vikings will take over through the neutral zone, trying to get past Rogowski with Morrison out there as well on defense, and Paiute comes away with it. Shot into the corner. High deflection there. And just gets back into the neutral zone. Western Washington has to get back on side. In the meantime, Nathan Lutz came away with the puck. And still battling for it behind the net Western Washington came away with it as Fortney was tangled up there. And now the Vikings will fight. As Ulloa takes a spill there. Puck still just barely moving now. Finds Nathan Lutz in a bit of space. He'll fire it on goal and deflected. .7:05 left in period number 2. Nice physical play from Ulloa there, separates man from puck. Now Freitag comes away with it. Sent behind the goal by Western. Another physical play from Ulloa, but that time mostly took himself into the boards. Gearing trying to throw his weight around as well. Western came away with it, shooting on Peterson, and the save made right in front. Was a good shot from Western. A better save from Peterson. Continue to be a big fan of his. All the goalies for the Ducks. Really unfortunate to see Travis Green get hurt last week. He was putting on a good show in that game too. Very different series last week against Long Beach State. Would be generously calling Long Beach State a physical team. As that goes into the corner, Western comes away with it. Beach is a team that brings to mind, one of the Duck parents once asked me if I knew the difference between a goon and an enforcer. And I tried to have some smart response. I'll hold that here. Here's the Ducks again into the corner. But the difference between a goon and an enforcer turned out to just be when he's your son, he's an enforcer. Well, a lot of that on the Long Beach State roster. As Poltz will chase after this one, but Peterson's just going to come out of his net to meet it. Andrew Lee send that across. Rendell finds it after all. Looked like he might have not. Behind the net and covered up eventually by Hunter Warren. Fortney just couldn't get it in the zone for Morrison. Now Nathan Lutz will take it across the blue line. Picked up by Western Washington, and they'll try to go the other way with speed. Back on it now was Lutz. And Berg will come away with it, finds Charnholm. One pass hit some skates, but ended up going right back to Charnholm, and then he found Berg, now dropped for Lutz. Sent in with Fortney in front, looking for a deflection, but goes behind the net just the same, and now cleared by Western Washington for an icing. Once more underway. Here's Harry Cass. High shot off the boards. Freitag tried to work it back to Garrity at the point. Then just flipped in by Peterson, and he'll just take a face-off. 3:52 left. Look at that! I got my clock to match exactly on a dead puck. 3:52 in period number 2. 6 goals. 5 goals in the second period. 6 goals overall tonight. And just offside, Ducks have to get back on. Now Garrity couldn't get it clear. Intercepted again off of Garrity. And a good play from Western Washington, and they put it home. Lucas Fenton gets the goal, and it's 5-2. With 3:18 left in the period. And then trying to move it into the slot, Western Washington took it away. Now Rendell tried to find shot. Dangerous area for a moment, but worked behind the net. Pultz moving it around. Now Lee. Back for Rendell. Lee behind the net trying to maybe get it to Pultz. Intercepted but went right back to Lee. Now Pultz on the puck. Now Trevor's shot. Around to Morrison. Back to shot. To Pultz. Pultz trying to find a shot. Backhands it loose and covered up with 2:08 left. Estrada behind the net. Great pass for Charnholm, and he put it wide. Here's Western. They take over in the neutral zone. And poked away. Morrison. Now Fortney trying to come away with it. Able to work it back into the neutral zone, but Western Washington has to go back in their own zone first. Now Gamel moving up ice and taken away by Charnholm. Picked his pocket clean. Now here's Fortney. Shooting. He scores! There's a snipe from Kurt Fortney. I think he looked at one part of the net and actually shot it at the other and caught the goaltender a little off guard. You could hear it go off iron and in. And with 1:18 left in the second period, the Ducks lead swells to 6-2. Barkley. Good hard work from Lutz there. Got Barkley out there as well. Barkley trying to gob in the rebound from the Lutz shot and just couldn't direct it at goal. And that one will deflect into the Western Washington bench. 23 ticks left in the second period. It's been a busy second period. It was 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. It is now 6-2. There is Lee, and trying to find Schott, who's taken out of the play before he could ever think about a shot there, and that's textbook interference. As Ledyard takes the penalty for Western Washington, but you know what? If they can avoid the power play goal here, that was a good play, because Trevor was very likely to score there. But this is a lethal Ducks power play, and did we just prolong the inevitable by taking the penalty for Western Washington? Cass tried to plop that down for himself. Was deflected away, but only as far as Garrity. Shooting rebound, they score! Zach Schultz that time, with 1 second left in the period, makes it 7-2. Does it for 40 minutes of play. The Oregon Ducks 7, Western Washington 2. We will be back with you for the third period. Don't go too far. 1, 2, 3. Hey, sound again. We have sound again. We can now add a power strip to the list of things that have died in the middle of a broadcast. That's a new one. I had this whole welcome prepared. One last time in 2019. Welcome back inside the Rink Exchange. (7-2) our score as we get set to start this last period of the year. I've got a flight out myself. See some family in Chicago for Thanksgiving. My mind is already on turkey. I hope everyone listening has a very warm and happy holiday season with the correct dosage of family. As much as you need, but not too much of it. And I wonder what we're going to have some kind of a maybe not quite traditional clock in this period. There was some discussion between the two coaches, and then they seemed to agree on something, and the referee skated over to the score box and let them know. So we'll keep you updated there, but we're underway in the third period. Here's Harry Cass. Rendell. Shot that goes wide, collected by Lee. Cass. First shot, but bouncing puck, he has to collect it. Garrity throws it a goal wide. Lee is there. For Cass, makes a move, works a shot, and a save made. Well, the clock is stopped, so I don't know what the discussion was between the coaches and the scorer's booth. Approaching midnight here in Eugene, 11:48. And possibly much later at night for some of those of you watching online. That one will go all the way the length of the ice, and Peterson puts the glove down on it. (18:54) left in a 7-2 hockey game. Fortney on it now. Estrada plays it off the boards, gets it back. Orenberg picks it up. Deflected behind the goal. Western Washington comes away with it. Now Paul's got to stick to it, but just back to Western Washington at the blue line. McDonald now to rip at that one. It's deflected into the netting. Harrison Cass for Estrada. Flipped it up ice as they'll go for a line change. Half chance for Western Washington. Now good hit from Rogowski. And then awkward fall from Morrison there. And nearly a chance for Western Washington. Just couldn't control it. And now Schultz knocked off the puck, a goal scorer tonight, Zach Schultz. Lots of goal scorers for the Ducks tonight. 6 of them. 5 of them. Andrew Lee, Kurt Fortney, Warren Berg, Trevor Schott, Zach Schultz. Schott with 2, Fortney with 2. And then Schultz is a 3rd, Berg a 4th, Andrew Lee a 5th goal scorer. Production from all over the place. Cleared there, right at the netminder. And Jack Rogowski took a penalty there, did not see the call, but he's in the box, so 5-on-4 Western Washington with the man advantage. Hasn't always meant that they've had too many shots in this series, though, and it's cleared this time. Now McDonald for Western Washington backhands it for Gamble. Gamble skated in himself. Deflects off the boards behind Roddy Peterson. And a chance possibly for Andrew Lee, shorthanded, bouncing puck. He was just onside, but it fluttered up too high and never at an angle he could control as that shot rings off the crossbar. Just over the glove of Peterson. Now Gamble taken away by Lutz and cleared. 43 seconds left on the man advantage. There's McDonald. Shoots it over Austin Poltz's head, and then big number 23 will just get there and backhand it into the neutral zone. And that's going to be icing on the power play for Western Washington. As we see 2 McDonalds for the Vikings exchanging some words. Vikings win that faceoff on the power play. Tried to move it up to Gamble. Gamble then finds his opposite Gamble. And right back. Adams 91. And Andrews 10. Trevor Schott now for the Ducks. So we're back to 5-a-side hockey. Andrew Lee took a chop at that one, but couldn't get through bodies. Still it's Andrew Lee. Now he's knocked down off the puck. Still may come away with it for Rendell, one-timer. Schott didn't challenge. Warren Berg threw it at goal, deflected wide. Now back for Warren Berg. D-to-D pass kept it alive. Deflection in front into the corner. One-timer goes wide. Andrew Lee. Now back for Austin Poltz. Shooting high and wide. Ducks can smell an 8th on that shift, but just couldn't quite get it to finish. And the 8th goal evades him. And that's cleared. Well, sent rather cleared by Western Washington, but back the wrong way. Just trying to play it back to their D. And it was wide. Ulloa takes a tumble. Western Washington comes away with it backhanded. And Poltz will win that one. Or Estrada, rather. 29, not 23. There's Harry Cass. And Cass now backhands to Estrada, who then poked it forward for Fortney, but just too far in front of him. There's Fortney. Shooting save made, looking for the Hattie. 13:20 left. Face-off won by the Ducks. Back out to Cass, who's knocked off the puck. But right back, kept alive by the Ducks here in front for Charnholm. Just stuck to his stick a little too long. Behind the net. Western Washington trying to work a shot. Behind the Ducks net again, and they try to start out with a dangerous place to lose the puck right in front of goal. And even at 7-2, I think that'll drive you a little crazy as a coach. Here's Freitag. Throws it into the corner. Peyton Barkley will chase after it. Western Washington on the puck. Morrison spun into the corner. That's backhanded around for Berg. Now he'll play it for Zach Schultz. Will quickly try to move it up ice, but can't get it very far. Western came away with it. Stick to side, Peterson. Morrison knocks it forward. Nathan Lutz for Zach Schultz. Hard hit, but retains possession. And now McDonald tries to move out for Western Washington. It's a chance for McDonald. And kicked puck there. Vikings still attacking. And now Trevor Schott in the neutral zone. Schott 1-on-2. Nice move, nice goal, 8-2. Kieran Galuli talked about it last night. Trevor Schott likes to kind of enter the zone at sort of half or three-quarter speed, and that was a perfect example of it on that play. Just sort of moved at the pace he wanted to move at, controlled the puck really well, and is able to beat the netminder for his third. So just about halfway through the period, as Trevor Schott finds number 3 and number 8 for the Ducks. And we're going to do running clock the last 10 minutes. So that was the discussion. They just had an announcement there. And cleared. No ice. Western Washington was going to get there first and did get there first. Now McDonald throws at that goal. Dangerous after all. It's a difficult height to deal with, but it goes wide. Now Poltz is hit hard into the boards after he lost the puck. Western Washington comes away with it. McDonald across the red line and now the blue line. Backhanded pass into the middle of the ice and the shot on Peterson, and he makes the save. So tick-tock, we'll just roll the clock. we'll see what they do if there's a penalty. When they do a running clock like this at the kids' games, penalties have weird lengths. And hopefully we can just play a nice, clean last 8 minutes and 43 seconds here. You'd like to get greedy if you're the Ducks and get one more. And there is a penalty, so we'll get our answer. Hook is the call. And it's Harrison Cass. So they'll stop the clock here at 8:18. McDonald was just referencing to the referee the same thing that I was mentioning, that if they are running a clock, it should really be more than 2 minutes for Harrison Cass. I think they do 3.5 in Munchkin Puck. There is Morrison. Just battle in the corner. After midnight now. Short-handed, here come the Ducks. That shot gloved Peterson. Underway again. Again, we keep that clock rolling, so 7 minutes left now. Hit thrown Polt, still on the puck. Is Gamble. And here come the Ducks 2-on-1. Fortney sends it across to Garrity, whose shot deflects to the highest part of the netting. Face-off will happen in the Viking zone. Harrison Cass's penalty pretty much over. And he's still sitting in the box now. Oh, he's out of the box. Only took 5 or 6 seconds after his penalty had expired. Now Garrity for Fortney. Jumping on the puck there was Corbin Benson for Western, who knocks Jack Garrity down then. Or, sorry, that wasn't Benson, that was Gamble. Just gave him a shove. And now Garrity again. Finding Cass. Then across for Berg. Berg shooting, good stick save from the goaltender. Always a good sound. Another chance for the Ducks. Garrity again behind the netters. Sorry, that's Rendell. Now Lee. To Yoa and Berg. Lee. Rendell back to Lee. Put wide. Looking for the tic-tac-toe play there. Lee again. Towards Cass. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Under 5 minutes left now. Sent in behind the net, and Ulloa will get there. For Trevor's shot. Flipped off the boards, kept alive. Trying to move forward, shot now for Lee. He just never shot it. Oh, then tries from an absurd angle. Nearly finished it. Rendell trying to score. Still it's loose. Shot comes away with it now. Back for Lee. Awkward deflection off him, though. Couldn't get a shot. Now Poltz. Back down to Rendell. Rendell for Lee, but right back to Connor Rendell. And then knocked off the puck. Western comes away with it. 4 minutes left of this running clock. Just past Trevor's shot. Now Poltz. Morrison. Off the boards for Trevor's shot. Leaves it for Lee. Back to Trevor. He scores. There is your 7-goal differential. And the Ducks would love to hold on to that for the next 3.5 minutes. 7 goals being the maximum benefit you can get from goal differential. It's a 4 spot for Trevor. So it's shot from Lee, now to Lutz. Shooting, deflecting, netting. Comprehensive win last night, comprehensive win tonight for the Ducks. 7-1 a night ago and 9-2 and counting at the moment with 2 minutes left in this one. Ducks will have San Jose State to start the 2020 portion of their schedule. 2 home games. Second one set to be in Medford. Then it's that big Colorado tournament we talked about. The Big Mountain Classic. It's a yearly tournament down there. The Ducks really happy to be involved in that one with some great ACHA D2 teams. University of Mary, the headliner, but Northern Colorado, Weber State, Colorado State, everybody at that tournament is real good. And that's going to be great for the Ducks' strength of schedule and great for them to get that experience playing against great teams. They feel like they can play with those teams. And they could. I mean, if you can beat Florida Gulf Coast, you can beat anyone. Ducks had that first game against Florida Gulf Coast, didn't go so hot, but really corrected some things the second night and came away with the OT win. Going to be just as tough against Mary and Weber and Northern Colorado, Colorado State. There's Freitag, 50 seconds left in this one. "40 seconds left now. Maybe one last chance for Western. Jack Garrity taken down. That'll be a penalty. And that's pretty much going to do it for us. With 30 seconds to 20 seconds now left in a running clock. By the time we get this penalty put up on the boards and get the face-off taken, that's going to do it. It is Campbell McDonald. So there are 14 seconds left. They'll stop the clock just really to take the face-off. Now Andrew Lee came away with it. Pulling it back, still it's Andrew Lee. They want one more, but I don't think they're going to get it. 5 seconds left, 3, and that'll go into the corner, and that will do it for tonight. Oregon wins this one 9-2. It's a 7-goal win, and they close out the 2019 calendar year in style. Great start to the season continues. We've had sweeps of Washington, Eastern Washington, a win against Washington State, splits against Florida Gulf Coast and Boise, and then sweeps again of Cal, Long Beach State, and now of Western Washington. Ducks still with work to do in the second half of the year. 2 big I-5 Cup games left. Those 2 San Jose State games and the 2 Eastern Washington games as far as Pac-8 play, and then that Big Mountain Classic tournament that we talked about. For tonight, Trevor Schott scores 4 times. Kurt Fortney has 2. Warren Berg, Zach Schultz, and Andrew Lee got on the score sheet as well. And if I missed anyone, it's just because there's a lot to look at written down. But 9-2 the final score. Oregon wins this one. Want to wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season, and we will see ya in 2020.